What's up, everybody? Michael Massie here with Frontstretch. I'm joined in the media center here at Iowa Speedway by Iowa native Brett Moffitt. Brett, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. It's great to be back here at the Iowa Speedway and be in my home state, close to my hometown, and ready to go racing.
Yeah, so you're racing for Joe Gibbs Racing, number 19 car this weekend. How did that deal come about? And to do it at your home track, too.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it came about. We kind of sat down with our sponsors at the beginning of the year and asked them what they wanted to do and what they wanted to be a part of, whether they wanted to do more races with less quality or less races with more quality. And ultimately, we decided on the quality choice. So we started there, and then we started to figure out a game plan of where the openings are going to be and what will be the best opportunity. And thankfully, this opportunity with JGR opened up. And, it should be undoubtedly my best effort or best equipment I've ever had in the Xfinity Series, and hopefully we can go out there and run up front and have a shot at a win.
Quality over quantity guy here. Now, have you been watching the 19 car so far this year? It's been really fast, but had a lot of bad luck, it seems like. So how do you reverse that luck?
Well, we just need to go have a clean day. We need to be there at the end to have a shot at winning. Obviously, there's a big question mark with the repave and how that's going to race. So it'll be you got to go into it with an open mind and be willing to learn and search around throughout the race. And one big help was Ty Gibbs qualifying second last week. That gives us a really good pit selection, which is huge. So we just got to go execute.
And you've won here in trucks, you won here in ARCA, and what was K&N then, I guess. What do you consider this your best track, like in all of NASCAR?
Well, I always joke around. It's now the best one they put back on the schedule. It seems like a lot of tracks that I win at multiple times. Chicagoland was the same way, won 2 truck races in a row there, and then they take it off the schedule. So I'm glad to see it come back on. I've always ran really good here, and I have a lot of extra motivation from the fans and family when I come here, so that's a big plus.
Now, we didn't see it on the NASCAR schedule for a couple years, Iowa Speedway. Did you think, like, the ship had sailed on NASCAR?
For sure. I told my friends, I was like, we ain't ever coming back. And luckily with the schedule switch up over the last year, Iowa Speedway went to the top, and we're back here. So now even with a cup race.
You're doing a couple races for TrekCon this year. Ran a couple already. What's your first impression of that team, compared to other truck teams you've been with?
Yeah, I mean, they're top of the class for sure from top to bottom. To be able to run 5 trucks that competitively week in and week out is a major undertaking. So the job that the Gillens and Toyota and the Grays have done to build that and be able to be repeatable is really incredible. So it's been a great experience all along, and hopefully we could do some more with them.
It seemed that the rumors at the end of last year, it sounded like AM Racing was going to go to a second car, you and Deegan. Obviously, that didn't work out. What didn't work out there?
It's financial, right? It's a big undertaking to take on running a second car, and they just didn't feel like they were in a good enough position to do that. So ultimately, both sides were optimistic, and it just didn't work out.
The average running position for that car, or average finishing position for that car, is 9 spots worse this year. Like, does that validate you at all? Like your skill behind the wheel?
Well, you got to look. I have a lot more experience than her in the Xfinity Series. I've been doing it for quite a while, and I've worked a lot with A-level teams, and I've worked a lot with newer teams that are trying to become an A-level team. So I kind of understand the undertaking and what I need to focus on. So it validates my experience and my ability to drive a race car, but a lot more than that goes into it.
Now, when you won the Cup Rookie of the Year, Front Row Motorsports, night and day from what they are today. You come back, you win that truck race for them last year. Back then, 2015, did you ever think like they had the possibility to become like one of these mega teams that seems like they're turning into?
No, for sure. No. Bob Jenkins and Jerry Freese have done an outstanding job, building the truck program to be a championship contender every year, and then building the Cup program to now be qualifying up front and then continuing to race up front and race for wins. That's the hard part, right? Like, anyone can hit it for one lap, but the fact that they're legitimate contenders week in and week out is pretty cool to see. Last year at Talladega, I actually told Bob that. I said, that is really impressive what you've done. And it seemed like a long time, but at the pace he's grown it, he's done it how he's comfortable, and he's moved the program forward. And obviously now there's some rumors of them taking another big step forward. So it'll be cool to see.
And last one for you. This is my first time in the state of Iowa ever. So, as an Iowa native, you got any recommendations for like fun or food or anything like that?
Well, I will say the city of Des Moines has really grown up since I've lived here. That's for sure. There's a lot more good nighttime establishments where you can get a nice refreshing drink. Go have a good time down by the river. And my one thing I got to say to everyone is you got to go to Tasty Tacos. You got to try it out.
Tasty Tacos. Mark, cameraman there, we got to try some Tasty Tacos, right? All right, well, so that's Brett Moffitt. Look for him in the number 19 car this weekend and the Tricon Motorsports truck as well this year.
Kevin Nix with Frontstretch.com. Come back soon for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.